people are always asking me when I'm going to do another Style Wars 2 coming out. People want to know what people are doing now and all that. And what Cope has done is done a film which is, you know, the next step after Style Wars. So it's the writers to tell their own story. And, you know, Cope is doing that. And in doing so, he's giving a good overview of history and the point of view of a lot of old writers and a lot of new writers. And so I don't have to do a Style Wars.
Let me tell you something about bombers. If you're one of the real hardcore bombers like me, you should know what it is, man. That shit is almost when you're a fucking dope fiend, when you're fiending for that fix. Yo, when you want to go bombing, you go bombing. You go out there. Buildings, anything, even police cars, anything you want to slam, you slam. It's a feeling, because if you get maybe 100 throw, all city just destroying shit. Cap taught me how to really bomb. He taught me how to like take it to another level when like hitting every car and both sides of train, like hit every, you know, he taught me how to really bomb. To throw up thankful for, you know, it's good to have a throw up for one of the, which is
about 81. I was hitting the 2s and 5s with MPC. He was just a little kid coming around the neighborhood, but he definitely showed heart. He hit the 4s heavily back in the day. He hit the 2s and was probably about up to here on me then. And he definitely was in the role of like a younger guy looking up to people with himself. The thing about him that I think will be his legacy is once graffiti ended, there is nobody before or since that has done as many walls with as many different people. He's a pretty social cat. I mean, he knows everybody, like in rap, pretty much anybody that's any Cope too.
This is Cope 2, cooling here with the founder of hip hop, Kool Herc. Man, respect. Peace, my brother.
This is my man. You know what I'm saying for the rest of my life. Real hip hop. You know what I'm saying, and it's all good from the bricks to the wood, boy.
Much respect to my man Cope, you know, and for those who show me much love, I ain't saying nothing but peace to y'all too. And let it always be known that I'm strictly for TFP, you know what I'm saying? And my man Cope,
destroy right
that's
here.
right, no doubt.
Yo, everybody out there support Cope too. Real nigga graffiti. Nigga keep it alive. Many years. You know what I'm saying? We love him. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing but love.
Yo, man. All right, Cope 1, Cope 2. Except that's to me the original.
I could be thousands of miles away, you know, in Europe, and I see a Cope piece and I feel the Bronx. I feel that he's representing it, and is an artist that continues a battle to keep something real.
It's our oral, man. It's like our way of expression, man. You know what I'm saying? It's art form, man. At the highest peak, G. You know what I'm saying? It's all visual thoughts, man. At half the time, I can't even read it, you know? But I love just looking at it, trying to figure it out, man.
So when you look at it, you just don't study the letters, but you feel the artist himself when you see it. And it's the same thing for Cope. When I see a Cope piece, it's definitely a great style, but there's more of an artist that I feel, you know, as Cope does throw-ups and still represents, still does trains.
If the trains were running, man, I have that shit locked, man. Cause before the 4 train died, I took pieces. I had that shit destroyed. Forget it, man. I have that shit destroyed, man. Inside and out. To have it back in 82, 80.
This is Diamond Avenue. Last stop.
See, he's down with Cap.
Yeah, Cap, definitely. Cap gave me my throw up I have today. A lot of people don't know that. But when I met Cap, he really liked the way I bombed it. And today, I mean, about it, and who knows, millions by now.
So what does KD stand for?
KD stands for Kings Destroy, Killer Dogs, Keeping Dollars, Cool Demons, meaning is Kings Destroy. Because back in the day, when I first came out with the crew, early Destroy, because I was much smaller and I was bombing the trains, and I just made up KD. Kids Destroy was Spell, Leo, M, Kai, and Ston 3.
So yo.
And Chico, it's in his drawer, the top.
Started writing Juice, and then from there, I went to write even my teachers in junior high school used to say, I seen your name all over the train station. I said, oh, was that me? And it was Chico 80 all over the place. And I used to go to a breaking contest with New York City Breakers and stuff like that. And then then I introduced him. And he started into breaking. So it was like it's like a pattern. You start breaking. From breaking, you start doing graffiti. You start DJing. A lot of people have different outlets. Some from breakers become writers. Some from breakers become gigs. But it's all in the same family as far as the hip hop and and the freestyle and the graffiti is concerned. It's like it's the whole package deal. And there's a lot of outlets that you can turn to graffiti writer.
I started really looking at the graph in '79. I remember when my mom, she'd take me to fucking Jew-Man's to buy me Adidas. Go downstairs, take the two walking, I see big Comet and Blade drops, man, on the 5 and 2.
Years ago in the 70s, no clouds, there was no blends, there was not people. And this is very important to you young guys. Years ago, this is how one of the first pieces looked. Came up to the wall, you wanted to write your name. Say your name was Net. You wrote N, right? E. This was a simple piece when the guy started. Just outline it like this. See? That's the way guys used to do it, like this. Then as time went on, made bigger pieces. Filled them in thicker. And started to make top to bottoms.
I started looking at the 4 lines, and I started noticing pieces by Tracy 168, Mid 77. Also, Mark 98 had pieces on it.
Nothing better than the old 80s, man. That's when graph really got big time, man. My boy Daryl, he used to write Cope and Decay and shit. The two from I used to love Bantu's with the fucking 4s inside. He had drops also outside.
I seen you down.
It goes, man, I'm out. The only time with Trap, he was with I think he was with a couple of niggas in one seminar. I was with Trap. I said, yo, I'm so trapped. Don't tell them motherfuckers who I am. I'll beat your fuck. He's like, yo, they ain't gonna do nothing, bro. I said, why?
Who was there? Who was there?
It was me and Trap. I don't know. It was you and like 4 other dudes. It looks like me a little, right? The big peach. Right? Check me out right there. Yo, what's up? This is Cope. Busting out this Fat War here. Couple of legends. T-Kid on the side. You got Scene in the middle. I'm on the side over here. You got Sess up on top. Irie, my man Virus.
What's the difference to you between doing something like this and doing a train back in the day?
Big difference. Between the paint, between the caps, between out there today. It's like a whole new world now. It's like everything has to be tight, clean, and crisp. Everything back then wasn't that tight, clean, and crisp. Big difference. Big difference going on. More advanced from what it was way back,
So you enjoy doing walls?
Really. Train is best.
It was live and it was really happening back then. Scene and Dusty UA just destroying the 6 line. That shit was like they had the shit locked. PJ also the FBA crew. It was just crazy. So I actually conducted where they put it. Riders piece on the train while the train was moving. So told me though.
So this is the treacherous 4 yard. I mean, when I first came in here, man, was like with the niggas from my old block, Soph and Piz. We went up in here and we started smacking out. When I seen all these fucking trains parked under flowers, man, I really got into it when I seen this shit. Man, yo, it's nothing better than like back in the days, man. You go in the yard and you see nothing and burners and the insides are bombed. This is one of my favorite yards. This is the first yard I hit. I hit this yard, like you could say, in late 78, 79. I was mad like around 9 or 10 years old. And I came up in this shit, up in this yard. Back in the days, they never had none of these fences and these barbed wires. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like now, back in the days, you could just walk right through this motherfucker. Now they got a fucking security booth right here with these fucking phony ass motherfuckers sitting in there. This shit, talking bullshit about some soul food or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Right in and just destroy this motherfucker. Or if not, you can get in through the back where the staircase is at. You come up through Tracy Towers and just walk down the staircase and go right in. You don't know, man, I'm this fucking place. There was weekends I used to come up fucking parlaying this shit. This way, all the kids, this fucking asshole. Our boy Spell, Rio, Kai, rest in peace, Don 3, rest in peace. We used to come about walking this motherfucker with pizza pies, sit down in the train and eat a whole pie of pizza type of shit. Motherfucker. That's the type of shit I'm talking. That's how sweet this yard was. I used to go up in this 4 yard and just fucking rock this shit. We used to just destroy it with throws. I remember one night, me, Pove, Jason, Delta came in here and we hit the whole fucking 4 yard in one night. We destroyed this shit. Pove had a fucking laundry bag full of X, silvers, flat whites, harbor blues, regal reds, bombers. Niggas were really bomb with the orange center tips. Yo, we came in here, we thought all. But I tell you one thing, when you got raided in this motherfucker back in the day, you got raided. You had cops come from all over the place. I mean, these niggas, yo, one time I was in the market, and I seen cops from all over the place, and I seen a train ready to leave the yard. I jumped on top of that train and got inside. If it wasn't for that train, I would've got busted. That train went right out, come in, took that shit, it stopped at Bedford, I got out, slid down the pole, and I was gone.
Yo, this is the Banner Squad headquarters. See this door right here? You're gonna fuck with them right here. Ready, son?
Oh my gosh. It's locked.
I'm not scared of doing trains at all. No way I'm scared of trains. I'm not gonna go in the yard and trains gonna do trains at all. Because they know if they catch me, you know what I'm saying? It's like
graffiti was it was a rebellious movement. Everybody supplies. You didn't buy your free mail-in developers. So to get your pictures, they would develop for free. You have people today that go out here to buy paint. They walk into Home Depot with a gold credit card to buy their cans. That was part of the game. Racking your fat caps. Not only paint fat caps in itself. You walk into a supermarket and try to beat the neighborhood kids in there for the fresh supply of Niagaras. And that was all part of the game. And people can't fathom what it took back then to get up. And that's what I think has to be brought to people's attention. It didn't take just 2 or 3 hours in the trains. What was behind before that, and what it took to develop your trains down.
When I was seeing mad stories, Coke ran up on some artists, crossed them out, beat them over the head. Has an MPC, Morris Hawk crew, Cab, the whole crew. And we used to be there like, man, hearing stories about Coke and thinking, we want stories back in the days. So if the kids come up, they got something to go. Those stories weren't just about hold some heads. That was your motivation for getting up, man. A myth. And it wasn't even a myth, but in the scheme of mythology, my influences came straight from you. That's my influence. I wanted to get up like Coke.
So
I think it's okay because when I do it, I feel like set growth and time.
So what's that you doing?
My father's name.
Yeah? You like rap? No?
It's not that they're committing a crime or anything. They do walls with characters. They do fat names. They do all types of stuff. It's fat.
Yo, what are you out here doing today?
we're just getting together, doing a little production. You know, me, my man Need, and my man Virus doing some Pinky in the Brain shit, you know, for the little kids around the neighborhood. And that shit is like played already.
Think people in the neighborhood appreciate what you're doing?
If not, yo, they should be worrying about the drug dealers around the neighborhood than to be worrying about this shit. This ain't destroying crack, and the dope is fucking up their children. To worry about that shit and to be worrying about this shit. See this right here? Yeah, you want me? I'll do it.
All right, Need One from the Bronx, the east side of the Bronx.
Right.
You know, the elements have changed, though. You know, like, back then, it was like you were cool, whatever. Now there's no trains. I don't think anymore. They just come out and do walls.
Graffiti ain't the same anymore, man. Today, it's like the trains are clean. I mean, you know, it's like a James Bond mission to get in the fucking yards. You gotta fucking cut holes and risk it right now. It's all fucked up, man. But you know, it's in my blood, man. I always manage them, and who sees it or not. There's like a billion fucking graffiti mags all around. You know, that's just my prerogative. I love graffiti mags. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about graffiti mags, like, you know, they're whack, this and that. Shit don't come out, they start bitching, you know. A lot of writers are like that. Me, I love graffiti mags. Graffiti mags is today. That's graffiti today, you know. It's like back in the days in 82 fucking trains, and everyone see it. It's just a magazine. It's just like a magazine to me today. If I could hit 50 magazines, hey, I'm bombing magazines.
What do you write? The sauce? Yeah, I do. I lay out, scan, choose, compare Coke to like, let's say LL Cool J in terms of per minute, and I give them both credit for longevity. Every time I get murals mailed into me, that's 9 out of 10 times the city, so I give them a lot of credit.
This is Coke, boom. We're on one person's fat permission wall, trying to Flight, Need, Virus, Serve, Ovi.
This kid Face from Germany, and what colors over here?
Yellows, browns. You know, we got like some green designs, pink type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like about the wall here.
The wall's coming out pretty tight. Hope is doing a good job.
How'd you meet him?
I'm the park. And I seen these 3 guys come up and they were drinking 40s and stuff. And I was like, oh God, these guys are gonna rape me, something. And it was Cope, Cap, and Skate. This was back like in '92. We're bugging out because they saw that I was and stuff.
Yo, what's up? What you write? What you write?
Face. Berlin from Germany.
Sir, how'd you meet Cope? I knew Cope for years. I knew Cope for more than. And when I met him in the train station. And I had him out there, he had him out there. He was bombing, and then we started talking. And, you know, we just connected. But we established, you know, a full friendship with each other. Where, you know, but at the same time, we also treat each other like brothers. Came from we practically the same age anyway. Understood that he's still around, you know, doing his thing. You know, he's got the most positive attitude to graffiti, you know, out of all writers.
Tough City. Get this tattoo. No, I'm getting something right here. Character, my man served it. Shit is official. I'm gonna say Boricuas don't play. So you motherfuckers know we don't play.
This is the only person I know. Every year, speaks to him on the phone. I ain't gonna write graffiti no more. I'm tired of it. He says that. Next week he's like, yo, wanna do a wall? I think for the past like 5 years I heard that he's quitting. He's quitting. Can't quit.
It's a bullshit addiction. Grab is like dope. Once a dope fiend, always a dope fiend. You know how that dope is, that shit get into your bones and your muscles, and you start aching, and you're like, oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, papi. And you gotta go get the motherfucking manteca and tato bajando.
I think it's the fumes that got you fucked up. So what's the meaning behind this tattoo, Cope? Tell us the audience here.
Straight up a motherfucking hardcore nigga. That's you can say so. I mean, yo, I don't know. I'm representing my culture, Puerto Ricans, Boricuas, you know what I'm saying? We don't play.
And now my partner Cope too right here from uptown, he's doing his thing. He's got his shit moving. And I respect that because him, out of a lot of people I give credit to. All the motherfuckers that disrespect the old school, they got me straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having nothing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it got to come down, if I can rob you motherfuckers who you think that's doing where it's going, I'm gonna rob. Cold-blooded. I'm an ex-stick-up kid. What's up, Brian? Peace.
A couple of jabs, nigga.
That's just for pastime play. But in reality, I just want people to know and understand one thing. In this function, such as graffiti and hip-hop, you have to respect old school. Straight up and down. I don't care if you come out 3 more generations from now into the future of 2001 or whatever. Straight
We ain't the ones.
That's right.
We
not
ain't
the
the
ones.
ones.
I know I'm not the
Bring
one.
it on, dick
And
riders.
I know Cope ain't the one. So
All you dick riders, y'all niggas know who y'all are.
Word.
You know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
I put it like
Bring it
this.
on.
Y'all on the grindstone, but you can't get a piece of the rock. Simple as that, because your teeth going motherfucking trying to chew on the grind.
When I first came out, G, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists showed me love because I mentioned writing graffiti on.
Like the whole thing from its inception. And the thing that Sabian's taken out of the equation for the most part, but that graffiti only exists where it's allowed to exist. Like, okay, you take the Bronx. People kind of gave up on that neighborhood, so Giuliani and his people are like, okay, the graffiti heads have the Bronx, you know? You go down to Park Avenue, you take a tag, it's gone the next day. So in this city of where graffiti can be allowed to exist. And the whole point of it is that it's a random thing in your face, like a train with a Cope on it, or a PJ, or when that pulled up to the station, that was in your face. You had no choice but to see that. Now, if you want to go see a wall, you know, make sure the fence isn't locked. It's not the same. And you know what? The public is missing out because there's a lot of art out there that they would like to see.
Man, like right now, I really can't be inside this fucking yard because it's like a feeling, man, that gets into your fucking blood that you want to just go get a fucking can and just destroy these boys. Right here, man. This shit right here. Fucking street toy bombers don't know shit about these fucking
Steel motherfuckers, man. This is the shit right here. This is the shit I grew up around back. This is my fucking park right here, the trains, man. Yo, this is Coke 2, chilling with my nigga Cone TNF, my old punk droid shit. Cone let these niggas down back in the day.
Yeah, we used to kill the trains when they were white. The 2s and 5s were white. We destroyed them. Everybody knows about that. And basically, I can say I was a king for a short period of time. You know, bombing with the king. And back in the days, I had a motorcycle, and we would go into Yonkers, and behind closed gates, you know, we used to rack and kill shit, and come back home on the bike, about 30 cans deep.
Got the bypass. Security right there, check them out. Catch your niggas racking. You guys can't be racking.
How many cans you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Say, huh?
I'll get your courageous kite in a minute, pal. Remember them guys?
I can't walk in a fucking hardware without trying to break the fucking cage or racking up. That's how really addictive this shit is. Oh, I can't go down the street without throwing a full on one side of, yo, this shit is fucking ill. People don't realize how real this is.
In this whole rap game, even in their afterlife, trains will never be safe from the aerosol antics of Coke 2. Coke Roxy top to bottom from 97. When we're sitting here in Brooklyn in the scrapyard, you know, a lot of people say, you know, this shit is like the last old trains left. So I like just the feeling, and just that feeling. It's like brings back them old flashbacks from the old days. And basically I just do a things of running right now, New Silver joint. And I'm still hitting those, you know. I came a long way in this game, man. It was nothing like, I just wish we had them shits back. Man, I've had some of the most fucking incredible raids, man. I've had raids that I thought I was gonna die in them motherfuckers. You know, just fucking hitting a train, man. The smell of that fucking Rusto Devils. Yo, man, it's just something, you gotta really be in it, man. Really telling you. And I'm here to stay, man. I'm gonna keep bombing this. It's just so many, man. You got niggas like T-Kid, Case 2, Phase 2. I mean, it's too many. There's nobody King of Style. Mitch 77 was my favorite. He definitely made me, you know, get more some dope whole disc.
I think one thing you gotta know about grew up in the right place at the right time, because a lot of the old access to and was influenced by they all grew up around, you know, this neighborhood. It's like a hall of fame around here for, you know, writers of yesteryear. So he came from good ground, that's for sure, man.
So you and Coke grew up on the trains?
We just never ran in.
Cracked my head a couple of times.
You gotta bring that old news up, man.
Nah, it's a
I didn't
joke,
want to
bro.
hit you with
know,
that bat. Shit,
I wanted to meet you. I was fucking jocking, but seeing you with that bat, I was like, holy shit, what's going
man,
on?
I see you smoking fucking Woolers finally.
It's been so many fucking years. But I remember seeing all them fucking trains in there and seeing all the pieces on the trains that were bugging and said, yo, this is trains at. This back then, now this shit is like, yo, that shit is fat, or this shit is real, or this shit is hot. Back then, this shit was fresh. So I was like, yo, this shit, I was just so and that was it, man. I seen it roll, ride by, and I just got mad excited.
What you feel? The first time I seen graffiti, man, is like the first time I heard that. I was amazed. Like I said, just standing there trying to figure out, like, yo, and then trying to think of what was the brother thinking that flamed it up, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mental person, you know what I'm saying? I don't just look at things. I look at it, and I'll be like, yo, what was my man thinking? Or trying to figure it out, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm real mental. So like, when I first seen graffiti, man, I was amazed, man, you know?
What I'm saying, and also it's an expression, you know what I'm saying, of one's inner self. You know what I'm saying? And inside, you know what I'm saying? And back in the days, I used to do it too. You know what I'm saying? Used to go down to the train yards and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Spray my name on trains and all of that stuff.
Coke 2, KD, TNF, nigga, King.
Let these niggas know how you destroyed shit back in the day. Let these niggas
I ain't really, come on, man. How you gonna tell niggas I destroy
you caught the streets, you got bitch. You regardless, man, you did yours. You paid dues.
Just you know, me and Brim bombing. You know what I'm saying? And we just thought it was a need for niggas to hit. You know, meaning that you couldn't hit the trains and they would run. You just thought that Cope did a couple of things together. This is my man right here, bro.
Niggas don't know how we get down.
Big Cope too, nigga. Y'all niggas better recognize dealers, man.
What's that, Rusto?
Yeah, this is Rusto. Stop force. Unifies as zip protects. Protects my throat.
Throw-ups are fresh. You know, like 20 or 30 will fucking get dogged, but you still got a couple of hundred running. It's like throw-ups are like you're taking a chance with them. You go out there, scatter them all around and see which ones live. You know, see which ones of the toys are gonna get jealous and jock and cross out and put fake names.
What do you think about this coke tag, man?
Representing. It's art. Making the wars look pretty. People like this, the mayor should get money to. Making the place look pretty.
I like to refer to him, other people, as the self-appointed ambassador of graffiti, the mayor of New York, as far as graffiti goes. It's amazing what he's done to keep the movement, attempt to keep it. Whereas once all the old days, raise a family, or your profit on where he kept it where it was at and where it belongs.
KD, man, been around for a long time. Late 81, early 82. We came out with the crew, Kids Destroy. And we turned into KD. Represent yours, man. Be a king in your own world and just go out there and destroy it.
So how you first got down with KD?
Alright, when I first got down KD, I remember I used to be bombing. You know, I met fucking Arcade Crew. He's also one of the top KD members. He was the one that fucking filtered down to me. You know how to bomb, how to hit shit. You know, when years came by, he like fucking shit, and that's where I started fucking my respect, my fame, going out bombing. You know what I'm saying? It's years now that we hate. You know, like I got into piecing, fucking doing wars. I fucking went North City. First was the bombing, going to beef with fucking niggas from Brooklyn. From there, you know, I settled down. I got into fucking clean train movement, and it was over, man. It was just like, damn.
Yo, see, this is what happens when you train your troopers correctly. This is what we call gods of destruction, right here. A lot of writers nowadays are killing rooftops. Like, definitely want a new update representing Kings Destroy and Gods of Destruction. He has definitely destroyed the Bronx. The 4-line rooftops, the 2s and 5s, he has destroyed it. Rooftops definitely can be dangerous also because alarms, and if you're on a rooftop as an alarm and the shit goes off, you can be doing a fucking throw up. You look down before you know it, the whole and you'll be fucked. They can charge you for trespassing, charge for burglary, and they were just doing throw-ups on the rooftops. It was just around like maybe to all city. He had the Ville smashed at one time, which is Save KST KD, RFC. He definitely destroyed the Ville at one time. He had his face of Ville. Even the Bronx, even Brooklyn got his, more to come. Save is bombing real hard. He got some definitely down.
Niggas don't know. I got niggas like my nigga Balls. That kid is definitely fat. And my nigga Blend, he's been around for a while. He was up in the Bronx at one time. He moved to KD for a long time. And also now, keep it real. There's a lot of other. I also got my nigga, he's representing my man Post, blowing it up. And my people's Claw and Shoe. And I got my man Sage from up in Manhattan. He just went out to Europe and he's representing KD also. And my man, he's one of these, Kings Destroy gonna ever.
Here, Queen Fousey representing.
Yo, so you're the famous Fousey. What you think about Cope doing graffiti?
Him to graffiti than doing drugs. I mean, this is the way I met him. This is the way I fell in love with him, and I will support him 100%. No matter what, I'm always behind him. This is my husband. This is the man I love. That's all I have to say.
So what you think about graffiti?
I mean, I love graffiti. I mean, it looks nice in the street. I love a lot of writers out there that I know that cause my house. But what could I say? That's just the artwork. That's the way they present the stuff on walls. I like it. Love it, especially when they come out from Paris, from Germany. And I love when all of them come to New York, and I like to meet different kind of writers. And this is just a hobby that I just picked up from my husband. That's it.
Cope for me is someone that knows how to not only paint but do throw-ups and tags. And to me that's important in keeping it real and keeping it and making it grow. I don't feel comfortable with artists today that just know how to.
Let me tell you something. Bombing is definitely a lot of people don't like it, but there's nothing like the feeling of the rustos, man. Flat whites and the flat blacks and the metallic silver. Bombing is the thing now. Back in the days on the train lines with throw-ups, that was the thing. Bombing. You have to get up inside every car. Nowadays, bombing, you gotta hit all city. All city meetups everywhere. You go to Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island, Long Island, wherever city, bro, let niggas know you were there.
Yo, 93, let me tell you, me and my man Per One, we destroyed Bronx, Brookings, and Manhattan. We got busy, you know what I'm saying? We wait, and that's what we did. Let them know, man.
2-3 times a week, and it was on. It didn't matter whether it was raining, snowing, whatever, it was on. We just targeted all areas that we didn't fucking hit. J-Line, Bushwick, the Bronx, under the 2 and 5, we just caught
prize. We might come back on some big Mac attack shit, so beware.
Nowadays you got a lot of jealous writers out here that just fuck shit up, man.
You got the respect. Worldwide.
Kings destroyed.
Worldwide.
With this cool demon.
Worldwide.
It's just unstoppable, man. Just try to stop it, you can't.
Shit, you know, this is the real deal, this is the trains and all that. And right now it's like my trains, and this time we did like 5 trains. Hopefully we go tonight to do another train with Cope.
Body who's, you could be a whack nigga, and if you fucking got the dopest motherfucker, you a dick. I'm not gonna paint with you, no, fuck you nigga. You could do a throw up with 50 colors in it, but if you're mad cool, let's paint, I don't care. Let's get down. I paint with anybody.
Think about the graph scene nowadays.
Niggas out here that don't like young writers like me just cause I'm better.
Oh shit, let niggas know where you coming from.
So I hear you're pretty good with your characters.
Cause of you. My man He's the only man out here that try to give me a lot of help with my shit. Don't do a character, your first character to be a good one. And he understood that and he let me get away with a lot of busted shit.
GMB, right? Shots time to represent.
We got 3 generations.
That's it. In size order.
That's it. 3 generations. You got Generation X. You got Generation Cope.
What do you think about Cope? Well, I think about Cope. I knew Cope for a while already, and I think he's one of the top artists in the world. Like I say, he's most known and everything. But he always been my man. I treat him like my brother the same way. He's been chilling out for a long time.
What's up? Big Cope and my niggas right here, Howard Nazem. From Germany, the Wonder Twins, the motherfucking kings of style from Dusseldorf. Right here. This boy represent.
From the Bronx.
Bro, word up. Represent. Number 1. Boy trains anything.
The Zephyr? The C? S-C-A-N? Oh, that's Cope is on the black. Famous.
Yeah. Mr. Cope.
Yeah, good. Do that.
Fucking Cope Scorsese.
Cope too. You know, I mean, he's doing a lot to graffiti spots. The wall, yo, we gotta call Cope. He's the one that gets all the spots. You know, I mean, he's keeping it real. And you know, a lot of people are married, families, they still want to flex their graffiti talent. Have to go search out spots. Cope does the homework, man. And that's why it's still going strong, at least in the Bronx.
It ain't nowhere else in New York that graffiti started, but right here in the Bronx. And mark my words, but that's my words wrong. That's the realness.
Yeah, I'm one of the members from KD Group, from Cope's crew.
Tell me about KD Europe.
Yeah, me and Howard Norton from Düsseldorf keep shit alive for us. We're not all that this year with all this year. D over there. Represent the crew worldwide. We put Tom Australia, so we got him at the other side.
Yeah, like you said, he gets all these supplies, all these him and bang, here. I love this. A German train, something from Australia. You know, let him go out what he can do out there, and I think he deserves that, and that's what I really would like to see. I'm tired of seeing he really did nothing for graffiti, but yet they're out there perpetrating the fraud that they do represent graffiti. When the real person, who in my eyes is the ambassador in the world right now. Everyone comes from. Now they want to say, where's Cope? You know, people go down to Soho's That, which is now Bomb the System. You know, asking a guy about Cope and this. I send him over there. Let the people meet the man for who he is.
Bro, where you from? What you write?
I read Tilt. I come back watching for the first.
We over here scoping the 1 yard. This is like kind of active on the real. I don't think things just have to step to Bedford Park. The way I get in this yard, man, let me tell you something. I chill up on the bridge. I scope out the whole fucking area. This yard now, man, is fucking lit up like a fucking football field. Yankee Stadium type shit, man. As you can see, this shit is lit the fuck up. But yo, man, to get up in this yard, you gotta scope it. I don't know if the Vanna Squad got binoculars and chilling in a fucking building watching this motherfucker, which I really don't think so, but it's better being safe than sorry. And yo, just do my thing, man. Get a nice spot where I can make a good hole, clip that motherfucking hole. But nowadays, man, it's a real mission to get up in here. You gotta hold that shit up the next day, man. The next day, it's patched up. I'm telling you, it's patched up. But yo, always massacres and true niggas and pioneers like me, man. Veteran motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I really want, I can get up in here in every car. But yo, let me tell you something, man. Back in it, none of this shit. It just had like a little fence. You could just jump right over it like no problem. And you'd be right in the yard. Riders from all boroughs used to meet here on Sunday. Queens, Manhattan, all over in Long Island, man. And just rock whole cars. I remember when I come in here, I'm talking like early 80, 81, 82. Is whole cars, bottom whole cars. He had the CCs locked down, man. He even had tags on the top of the train. RTW had the CCs and the letter lines with throw-ups, man. Throw-ups and simple style. Men had throw-ups, man. Quick, Satch, they had the shit destroyed.
What's the scene like back in?
That's cool. You know, like trains. When trains, you can. But that's not the same feeling. You gotta, you know. New York trains are like, you know, yeah, classic, beautiful, whatever you want. You gotta do it when you come here.
Gifted rebels and funky fresh individuals tagging to rock the impossible situations to break that down in these graffiti artists.
Up, man. You got motherfuckers, they got no respect. You know, you got these new cats come out taking spots, start going over niggas who's been around for years. You got motherfuckers from the same crew going over each other. You know, that's when, you know, there's no respect anymore in the fucking art of graffiti. You know, I got niggas going around good. You know what I'm saying? I terminate. That's just how it is.
Has never really seen a top to bottom go by. Great artists battle each other on the subways.
Fucking the Thriller in Manila, me and him. It really was. And never before or since have I ever had the competition or the fun out of going to war with somebody like Cope.
I really don't know how, other than just as far as doing throw-ups on the train, and there was like there's so many pieces there. It was like what was there we went over, you know.
Right. Because everything that Cope fill in, it was always done right on top of his game, and it was like be reckoned with, man.
The problem was that he said that I went over him, whatever. If I did, I did.
So stop your shit. I was telling you, man.
Of course, but I enjoyed it.
Payback's a bitch, you know.
The embodiment of Graf. He's one of the few kids who really paint because he loves to paint. It's someone who lives, breathes, eats, sleeps, Graf.
Actually, Cope is kind of one of the people that brought me, you know, because he sort of reminds me of a lot of the old ride, you know, going out every week, you know what I mean, and his whole dedication towards it, you know, kind of brought me back.
You ever have any beef with Cope? Oh, yeah. So we used to go over each other, and then, you know, at a certain point in time, Dero said, yo, you know, I want you to paint with my man Cope, and he's down to squash, you know, this beef, and you know, and get the... I'm down if he's down, you know, so we just kind of connected, and ever since then, you know, he's been down with us and our crew, and, you know, we've been painting together, and it's all good.
The FC's definitely a fat crew, man. I remember watching them on the one line when they had the one line locked down. One of the dopest walls was in the Hall of Fame, where Deputy Drew, a lot of people liked it, that wall. I like their style, how they, you know, out the walls, they always come correct, they represent, they do big, huge put-ins. We done a lot of productions and shows represented at the Hall of Fame, the wall, the sample code we did, different name shit, like not Converse, favorite walls. I'm trying to blow up a lot of schoolyards, trying to get the permission. It's fat, you know.
the super improved Krylon paint. More paint. You know what it is with these walls? It's like, you go to the train, you got one thing in your mind. Put the piece up, fill it in, 3D it out. It's like, you got time. Sometimes time ain't necessarily a good thing, man. You know, you don't know what, you got time. You piecing on the train. Time you do that shit, that's how it stays. That's how you gonna finish it, boom, beam.
And it's permission. You got permission for it. They can't even touch us. They gotta roll and say, how you doing?
This is Flight's wall over here. You got, I rock the piece here, you got Flight, you got Ivory. Yeah, this is the man behind the whole production right here, Flight 1. One line king.
Now I got this here.
So how do you like painting next to Cope?
Done. And he's good. He paints fast. He's neat. He uses awesome colors. The outlines come out crisp. He's all around. He bombs. He's a definite rider, bomber, piecer. Right there, all wrapped into one. Say about that.
Yo, I had 2 years of my life in fucking adventure, B. It's always some fun shit.
You pay now. You pay now.
I would have to say Sess introduced me to Cope around 90, and I had a little static with Cope from when I first started writing, but I met up with Cope and we squashed it. We just started painting all the time, and, you know, and then hanging out.
Check out the one line. Ooh. I'm doing me one of them 1s or 9s this weekend, bro. It's on. Yeah, me and Tommy's going in there. 145th. Yo, when's the best time? This guy used to be king of that fucking layout.
So, yo, what was it like at the Wind Yard back in the...
It was great, man. Just to see those trains, you walk in the yard, and it was just the smell of it, you know, the trains. Oh, it was great, man. It was awesome. Yo, it's unreal. You crack your outline, man. You stay there, and after it's all done, you stand back, you smoke a cigarette, and you look at that shit. Go, damn, that's it.
We're just scoping this shit, trying to get up in this shit. But they got workers all in there, so I don't think this in the 3.
What's up, man? Presenting for Code 2. KD, trying to stay undercover down here in the 3 yard.
The 3 yard is one of the most notorious, man, of all time. Always hit this yard. Anytime, I always come in here, scope it out, make sure everything is fine and dandy, and I'm up in this piece, man. Remember when I came to this fucking yard, back like fucking Trap, he ran me out here and shit. I was always scared to get caught by shit, because them niggas back then, if they caught you in here, that's it, it's fucked. Nigga, whatever. Shit, man. He's one of the men, yo, they got this shit locked down with barbed wire. This shit is like a fucking mission to get in. This is no joke. From time to time.
30 years old, man. Why you still doing this shit?
Yo, man, basically for the love of it, you know? I feel age, and if you're really like hardcore into graffiti, but you know, age should have nothing to do with it. I mean, I'm sure when I get older, maybe in the 50s, I'll probably like really leave this shit alone. And the way the world is going, you know, they get more stricter on graft. But right now, as I'm 30 years old, and I feel to let niggas know who I am.
Let me tell you something, these rooftops sometimes could be a fucking pain in the ass to get up on. Let me tell you, man, rooftops and yards. Yards sometimes, if you're in and you're out. Rooftops, man, sometimes you gotta fucking old tires and just put them on top of each other, climbing shit, kill you, you know, you can even fall from a rooftop. Sometimes you gotta scale the side of a building, you gotta scale a fence, even with barbed wire on that shit, when you do it, really, man, a mission to get on some rooftops. Maybe it's because I'm a little on the fat, heavy side, but I'm sure once I lose a little bit of them pounds, it's on. Look, I had my fucking turn, and I'm ready to go to war anytime. Bomb from some of the old-time greats. And there's nothing better than getting that rooftop up there, because in the morning, when that train is riding by and all the kids are in the train on the school, people are going to work and they're looking out that window, there you are.
Fighting the gunning, stuck in the running. You better know, you better know, you better know.
Such a fat spot, bro. Yeah. You see the... Just go down that shit.
You in there, son. To the station. And I usually walk back out through the station. Use the hatch when I felt something funny. Somebody was at the station, waiting at the station for me. And the flesh was fresh. Right here, I used to go right to the junior high school 80. Just walk inside the D's. Just see all my motherfucking tags, you know.
Scared back, man, like back in the days, man. Don't even try and play my shit, man, cause yo, I'm still around, the shit's on. I'm gonna wreck all the trains, man. I'm not trying to hear this bullshit. You motherfucking jock hopping, egotistic bitch ass motherfuckers know that I'm rad. Don't even try and play my shit, man. Don't even try and play my shit, man. Time, man, like back in man, one of the freshest underground tunnel labels, man. I can tell you, man. Back, like old days, old time. Back in my time, I'm talking about 182. I took King of the fucking beat. A lot of niggas is like, I don't know, they scared. I wish, man, we could go back in time, man, like back in the days, man. Don't even try and play my shit, man, cause yo, I'm still around, this shit's on. I'm gonna wreck all the trains, man. I'm not trying to hear this bullshit. 1250, man. One of the freshest underground tunnel labels, man. I chill at the station for a while, make sure the station. You walk back out through the station. Used to have to roll. Something funny, or somebody was at the station, and I mean, it's hard to count, man. Definitely over 100 trains, maybe over 500 trains. It's just too many trains I've done to count through all the years. It's impossible to even count.
To kill shit, which is good. It's good. Not a lot of people in the 90s are bombing the same way Hector bombed. Cope's basically keeping it real.
Yo, Kings, man, let me tell you, man. Let me tell y'all niggas out there, man. Man.
Baby, listen to it. Right now, we're following the coast. We're gonna wreck shit. Got this spot. I'm just gonna tear up. Niggas, when you see Saints is gorgeous, how are you gonna say niggas come? Ooh, work the next day. Saints. Niggas gonna be crying, man. Uptown, baby. From this down, baby. For the crown, baby. For the crown. As a King's Destroy. Remember that word. King. K-I-N-G. Kings. Destroy. Not just kings. Kings destroy. Another way for niggas. Real destroy. Yo, bombing's the shit, man. Yeah, bombing is like shit. It's like a fucking drug. Started way back in the 80s? Nah, we're going to talk about way back, baby. We're talking about like the 70s.
Down right here. You know what I'm saying? All my niggas who keep it real. KD, Kings Destroy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Destroying, destructing. You know what I'm saying? We are keeping it real. And to all the younger members, they are Kids Destroy. But soon they will all be Kings Destroy. You can see all my niggas getting busy right here, locking shit down, representing, destroying the streets, destroying whatever. We're here to destroy you, everything. You know what I'm saying? Every year, every day, every month, man, there's a new AD member representing. And we're saying, I don't discriminate.
Just one, KD, like 14 years, Love Graham, man down on me.
What up? Just the Dawn KD crew. This show nigga is passing my nigga June FSKD.
What up? Big June 1, FSKD collaboration. Down with G.O.D, my man Jazz.
Coke One. Been killing shit from back in the days, so nobody can fuck with us all the time. We've been out here just bombing, keeping it real. So I want y'all to know that this shit is real.
Alright, now Volta, you know what I'm saying? KD, wrecking trays and all that, trying to hit 8, and it's all gravy from here, man. You know? Alright?
All City, King Destroy, Killer Dog, keeping dollars. You know what I'm saying? King Destroy's been around for a while, and we're definitely gonna flow into the new millennium. So be ready.
You see, niggas need to know, right? This grab shit is the first element of hip hop, right or wrong. Grab, the first element. Bombing is the first element of it. All niggas was rocking colors, bullshit pieces, what they was busting. Yo, you got right here, bombing, you better recognize. I'm my man, Colt. Y'all came from before y'all started bombing. Y'all used to see this nigga's tags everywhere. Villains and all that, him trim. Come on, man, don't front. Y'all might hate him, but y'all gotta admit, the brothers kept it going for a lot of fucking years.
Cope's continuously remain active, which has been hard. He's survived, and he's successfully, so I give him a lot of credit for that.
I ain't playing no motherfucking games. Want to get real, we can get real. You know what I'm saying? Nigga try to boom!
Fuck y'all. Yo. Rapper, hate the Jake with a passion. Control the street, whole heat. Roll the lead, frozen teeth, extraordinaire. 1,000 airplane prepared. Lying dead, each of you treat your skin. Prepared for the wildcat. Stab impact, forever found rap. My lips spit, the filth poetry. Leave heads dead for just a dose of me, son. You ain't supposed to be posing a threat. I leave your clothes wet. Daily action 6 sniff to get your nose wrecked. The Lamborghini fast lane, smoke in a gas chamber. Melt your ice rap flamer, lion tamer. Now let me conquer. I eat the drama like a school of piranha. Tough as conquer any persona. Electrify, block and choke MCs. I get a kindness. I'm on Chevy up the turnpike. Clear heads, Betty, burning the mic. Sweaty dick, converted dyke, murder for spite. Street dirty type, sticky move, breaking the night. Some magnetic with law. 1988 for figure heavyweight. Dr. James Day, rocking your state. Boulevard bully, squirt cats with the bully. 7.5 ounces of red from the hood. Extravagant, arrogant, extraordinary, debonair. No fear, we rocking the square. Wildcats taking over this shit. The house of their plan, dynasty, the B-boy pit. Extravagant, arrogant, extraordinary, debonair. No fear, we rocking this shit. Wildcats take over dynasty, the B-boy pit.
Check my trifle recitals, grab your Qurans, your Bibles, and info. The pimp flow, original mass, actually in the Macadocious. Guys are strip explosives with dreams to test the voltage. Yo, picture me maneuvering throughout New York, just cruising in. Shift to the FDR, set the spot. The likes of Mario, we're treading in the next car star. We go small, Paul, I don't like ugly. Yo, them better fool, but me always hungry. Never settling, must reach my apex. Break like latex, your Averett jacket rocking niggas come down a dozen. Yo, cousin, you get the best of my love, don't budge. I see a nigga trying to plot out stuff the liquor. Straight up with no chaser, make the high come quicker. Damn, you know what happens when the shit takes, I lose control. We can't let this nigga slide. Besides, let's do the track until it dies like Bed-Stuy. Brooklyn crooked thoughts collide. Grab the mic to testify. Either ends by all means, supreme. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, shit the most.
Extravagant, arrogant, extraordinary, debonair. No fear, we rocking the square. Wildcats taking over this shit. 1,000 airplane dynasty, the B-boy pit. Extravagant, arrogant, extraordinary. No fear, we rocking the square. Wildcats taking over this shit. 1,000 airplane dynasty, the B-boy pit.
Hey yo, Remo BTB what? King Destroy forever what? Ass niggas.
È un continuo alternarsi di immagini di persone. Nervi a fior di pelle, vivo la mia attenzione. Ogni giorno continuo e la pressione non molla. Manca il fiato, non respiro, mi ha giocato a fianco. Mirando ad un rispetto finito nel nullo. Lascio la mia su di un foglio. Lettere vincenti traducono la rabbia di una vita. Passante appaio riverente. Vengo colpito da frammenti di memoria vaganti. Mi passano davanti in un istante. Non li controllo, cado indietro nel tempo. Andato, non l'ho mai dimenticato.
World, you know, here, I'm not out here like driving around drunk and shit, risking other, doing my own thing. I don't have to worry about. You can get away from get over the helicopter, because once that shows up, it's pretty much over with.